Welcome back to Cooking Gluten and Dairy Free with me, Dave D. It's been a long time since I left you without a good vid to cook to. All jokes aside, it's been a minute since I dropped a video, but we are back and better than ever. We have some great recipes coming up on the channel, so make sure you are subscribed. So with all that out the way, we are back with a recipe everyone should have in their arsenal: spaghetti and meat sauce. Gluten and dairy free, of course. As usual, we use gluten and dairy free ingredients, but feel free to substitute any ingredient you want, as these recipes are universal. Let's get down to business. So starting with our prep, let's go ahead and dice up 1 red pepper. Next, let's do the same with 1 sweet onion. Finally, let's grab 4 to 5 basil leaves and give them a quick chop. And just like that, our prep is complete. We'll also need some garlic. I'm using minced garlic from a jar, but feel free to dice up some garlic or use some garlic paste. Alright, so heat up a large pot on medium heat, and then add some avocado oil spray or whatever oil spray you prefer. Our meat sauce is going to be made of ground beef and ground Italian sausage, but feel free to use whatever ground meat you like. This recipe will even work for vegan options like tempeh or impossible meat. Add your beef and sausage to the pot. Let them brown for a bit on one side, flip them, and start breaking up the meat. This will get easier and easier as the cooking progresses. As the meat cooks down, flip it, turn it, and use the edge of the spatula to break up the meat. When the meat is about half cooked, we can start seasoning. Add some garlic powder, onion powder, a touch of cayenne pepper, Red Pepper Flakes, Adobo seasoning, Italian seasoning, and then mix the seasoning to the meat, continuing to break up the chunks. When the meat is fully cooked and the meat is broken up, add your veggies, except for the garlic. Mix them in. Allow these to cook down for about 5 minutes, stirring occasionally. Now is the perfect time to mention that the full list of exact ingredients will be in the description below. Please hit the like button and the subscribe button while you're down there. So after 5 minutes, we're going to add some tomato paste. Stir it in and let it cook for about a minute. Now we're going to add some garlic. Stir it in and let it cook for about a minute. Now we're going to add some beef broth to deglaze the pot and level up the beef flavor. Stir that in and let it cook down for about 3 minutes. Now we can add some high quality tomato sauce. I really like this brand Lucchini. It's organic and delicious. Stir the sauce into the meat. Next, we're going to add a large can of crushed tomatoes. Stir that in. Finally, we're going to add some whole peeled tomatoes. Give them a quick chop. Cut them into about 4 pieces. This is going to add some body to the meat sauce and provide little explosions of flavor. Go ahead and add that to the sauce and stir them in. Now we can season our sauce with some garlic powder, onion powder, Italian seasoning, dry thyme, and stir it all in. Turn the heat up to medium-high and bring the sauce to a gentle boil. Give it a quick stir, reduce the heat down to low, place a whole basil leaf on top, and cover. Allow it to simmer on low for about 30 minutes. So while that's simmering, we can work on our gluten-free spaghetti noodles. Bring a large pot of water to a boil. Add some salt to the water. Don't skip that step. And then cook your noodles according to the length of time on the box. I'm using jovial brown rice pasta, and these were perfectly al dente in about 11 minutes. When your noodles are done, drain them, add a touch of avocado or olive oil. This will stop the noodles from sticking together. Now, to up the flavor profile, we're going to season the noodles with garlic powder, oregano, dry thyme, and mix it all in. When you're done with the noodles, we can quickly work on some garlic bread. Grab an Italian baguette. I'm using gluten-free bread from Char, and cut it on the diagonal. Next, cut it in half, like you see here. Next, in a small bowl, partially melt down some butter. Add some minced garlic. Next, add some red crushed pepper flakes, onion powder, garlic powder, coriander, oregano, and mix it all in. Now, we'll butter our bread using a generous amount on each piece. So they look like this. Now heat a pan on medium. I like using cast iron for this. And then add some avocado oil or any oil with a high smoke point. Now add your bread. Let them cook for about 30 seconds or a minute, making sure that they don't burn. Give them a flip and let them cook on the other side, and then remove them from the pan. This is right in time for our meat sauce to be done. Give it a quick stir and turn off the heat. Give it a taste and feel free to add some salt to your taste. And now we can plate it up. Add your noodles to the plate. Cover it in the meat sauce. add some dairy-free Parmesan cheese, and your garlic bread. And there you have it, folks, the most delicious gluten and dairy-free spaghetti recipe on the internet. Once again, this is one of those recipes that no one will be able to tell is gluten and dairy-free. It's also relatively simple, but tastes like a gourmet chef made it. Everyone should have this in their arsenal for a quick meal that will definitely impress. Anyway, I really appreciate you for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.